Alright guys, so this is the official The Adventures of Jimmy Cool review. Okay. So, this album is clearly a step up from Dreamland in terms of his rapping. Overall, it's a better album. Moose just produced all of it with no help from Gary Allison. You start off with the track Enter Jimmy. It's kind of lame. I mean, it's okay. Instrumental's okay. It's just an introduction, you know what I'm saying? Then you go to Rip Pick Illuminati, Burn 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 in parentheses. And this song's really good actually. I really like this song. It uses the same bass from Enter Jimmy, but it's got some good bars. The beat's alright. And there's this little section in the beat where it goes apart and it's like, you gon' burn, burn, burn. That shit's hard. Then we go to Family Guy and Peter, which I think is also one of my favorite tracks. One of the best tracks. The beat is really weird, but I still like it. He has a sample from Outside by Doo-Wop Kane, you know, Family Guy and Peter, and it goes well with it. It's really all I gotta say about that track. It's pretty good. Next we have Jordan's a Big Guy, in parentheses, Melon Clan. The song's alright. It's got some samples from a classic Chase Mack sample saying, if you want my friend, I would ask to destroy you, which is funny. And it's overall just a pretty good track. I mean, it's okay. Not bad. And next we got Ding-a-Ling, which is, it's pretty good. It has the classic playing Rust all day. You said I cussed your gay, never eat the pie crust chorus. It comes back for a second time. It was on Dreamland Deluxe. The beat is very schizo whenever the chorus plays. But for the rest of the song, it's pretty decent, other than that. Next we really have a highlight of the album with Operation Kill Chase Pike. The beginning beat's horrible. Honestly, I don't even know what the hell he was thinking when he made that. But the beat switch into the chorus is pretty heavenly. It's these like strings. I don't even know what to call it. The chord. It's like a chorus at a choir at a church. It's pretty fire. You go listen to it. You know what I mean. The beat's pretty good. Overall, it's a great track. I mean, there's not really bars I can pick from it, but it's still really good. Next, we might have one of my favorite tracks on the album, second favorite actually, with Frank Dollar's Born. It plays into the story of the album really well, and I think it's one of his more experimental beats with it still has the trap drums that are prevalent on most of this album, but it has the Frankenstein, I think, sample, which is pretty good. It actually adds to it a little bit. I think it sounds pretty good. And then he has one of his best stretches of bars, I think, at 51 seconds in the song. I'm not going to repeat the bars because they're quite goofy, but his flow on it is honestly one of the best times he's ever flowed on any beat. That's why it gains the upper hand on the album. So yeah, go to 51 seconds if you don't want to listen to the whole song, but his flow right there is pretty fire. And now we have a disappointment of a track. The intro is fire, but then when you get to the chorus, it's horrible. What did he do to the beat? He should have kept the original beat from Dreamland Deluxe. The beat for the chorus or the hook or whatever is horrible. It's I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's just bad. Like, it completely ruined the whole like aura it had before. Like, it just made it so much worse. The one thing that made that special, Goodnight Adam Sandler, like he ruined it overall. Next we got Jackie Dalla, which is top 5 tracks for me. It's pretty good. I mean, obviously Jackie Dalla comes on the track. Which is pretty fire. So I'm not gonna say any of the bars he says, but it's pretty good. The beat's not bad either. Then we got Hey Derek, Mr. Moonshine. This beat's pretty unique for Moose Juice. And nothing really to complain about with this track. But yeah. Beat switch is pretty good though. Next we got the best track on the album, in my opinion, the outro, Jimmy Flimmy 6090. It really plays into a message, and the beat's good, the bars are really good, some classic references. Honestly the best beat on the album, and it plays into the storyline the most. It's a story about nostalgia and like growing up. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you can go listen to the track yourself. So this is the conclusion I'm coming to. This album is better than Dreamland. I think the individual tracks on Dreamland are produced better. You know, Burger King, Box, Alligator, Toilet Water, Am I Really Dreaming? But you just have those few tracks of Insomnia and no, not Am I Really Dreaming? What's the Deeper Meaning? And then you have tracks like Insomnia and Am I Really Dreaming? And it's just like, those tracks are bad. Like, they're just not good. So overall, this album is produced better. His rapping's better. I just wish, the one thing I have a complaint about is the drums get really repetitive on this album. Not a bad thing necessarily, just the drums get boring sometimes. But other than that, I really have no complaints. I'm gonna be rating this album a 8.9 out of 10. I think Dreamland originally for me was a 7, around that area. So 8.9, I think is a big jump. Originally, or whatever score I gave Dreamland before was because of the hype. Now I would rate it a 7, and I would rate this album an 8.9, which puts this on the Rat Gang Media Rankings just under Let's Do It, I think, or Ginger on Pringles, one of those. But Moose Juice himself told me his next album is gonna be better. He's working on the Trapped album right now, so he's got a lot on his hands. I don't think he necessarily put all of his might towards this album. But yeah, if I was to rate the tracks individually, these don't really mean anything because they don't equate to the final score. Like, I'm not going to add these up and then divide them or whatever. These are just my personal individual tracks. The main rating stays the same at an 8.9. Enter Jimmy, I'm going to give a 6. Rip Pickle, Illuminati, 9. Family Guy and Peter, 9. Jordan's Big Guy, 7. Ding-a-ling, 8. Operation Kill Chase Pike, 8. Moosers is Dead, 8. Frank Dawson is Born, 9. Goodnight Adam Sandler, 4. Jackie Dalla, 7. Hey Derek, Mr. Moonshine, 8. Jimmy Fleming 16, maybe 10. So yeah, guys, those are my personal ratings. Tell me what you think in the comments. And yeah. Peace out, brothers.